Hey everyone, happy Monday. It is October 15th, 2018, and it's this day is Sports Sprapps. There's a ton of sports. There's not a ton, but there's a good amount of sports today. Let's start out with baseball. We'll do baseball. We'll talk about football week 6 this week. Unbelievable week. And also we'll talk about hockey, which is going great as well. So start off with baseball. Today we have one game on the slate. It's Milwaukee versus the Dodgers. Dodgers are favored. We've been favoring the Dodgers this whole series. At least they're back home in California. The line is not good. Uh, Good pitching for Milwaukee. Tough game all around. You can see that the file is saying stay away. There's no rank here. Bet scores are all below zero, so probably staying away from baseball today. We still continue to like the Dodgers to come back and win the series, and we like Boston. Boston still my pick to win the World Series. Better Dodgers pick if they go with Rich Hill against Chase Anderson on Tuesday. And we also don't have lineups in here yet either. So baseball probably staying away. Let's talk about football. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Well, all the work that was done on the point projected scores and adding in special teams and stuff really made an enormous difference. Take a look at our results. Let me show you what happened. Injury report. So our pick history. So we have our picks in here. We still have the game tonight with Green Bay and San Francisco. We like Green Bay on the money line. I wouldn't mess with the spread there. But anyway, so we have these picks by win percentage. Did we win based on the win percentage that we had from the team stats? And didn't we win by projected score? Look at all this green. Let me show you what that looks like and why. We have two pivot tables here that break down what our record is based on win percentage or based on projected points. So here's what happened. So if you look at, okay, we have profit in here, incorporating the lines, and we also have wins. So just looking at everything in week 6, let's only look at week 6 for now because I haven't incorporated all the lines in previous weeks and stuff. So let's just look at week 6. You see a 7-7 week losing 3.3 units if you just made your picks based on the win percentage that we had. These were our win percentages. You can see we won. That was the Rams there at 71%. Okay, the Rams won. The 50%er we had was the Ravens. They won. Then we have this 47%, the Bears, but I'll get into why we said not to pick the Bears in a second. The Jets managed to pull it off, although I said stay away. The Jags lost, and we talked about taking Dallas in that game. Seattle won. Kansas City lost in a big fight there. We talked about the Patriots game as well. So you can see it's kind of split when you just look at this by win percentage. And this is what I was worried about in the beginning of the year was it takes a while for the win percentages to catch up and really create the optimal pick, which is why I wanted to bring in player stats so that we could get a more accurate point prediction based on the rosters. That's what we did here. Look at this based on point prediction. Did we win or lose? We're 12-2 plus 7.8 units, right? Unbelievable. What did we lose? Okay. Well, we lost here where we favored a team by 1.5 points. Who did we favor? The Panthers. If you listen to me, whenever I go to the game, the home team always wins. Miami week 1, Miami week 3, Patriots week 4 against the Colts at home, and now the Redskins over the Panthers, and also the Capitals over the Vegas Golden Knights last week. Another win. I'm 5-0. If I show up at the game, the home team is winning. The owners are going to have to start flying me out because we're 5-0 so far. So I said stay away from the Panther game or take the Redskins, which I did, and we end up getting a win here. What's the other one? That was Thursday night, the Eagles and the Giants, before we added in special teams to the point predictions. So you can almost lop that off completely. It looks like a 10-0 or essentially a 10-1, depending on how you gauge that Redskins Panthers game. I played some round robin parlays with like 6 teams. I hit everything. I quadrupled my bankroll. It was an amazing day. It's what I love to see. I'm so glad we put in that effort to get these point predictions. You can see that this is the difference in point predicted margin. So like we thought the Rams were going to win by 26 points. They didn't, but they still won. We thought Minnesota was going to win by 11. They won by about 7, I think, or 10. We thought Houston was going to win. We almost picked that score exactly. I mean, look what we did here. I mean, great. Minnesota, good. Chargers, Cleveland scored a little less than we thought. We had Cleveland in this game by win percentage, but our point prediction was right on the spot. That's basically a push, actually, on point prediction. We shouldn't give ourselves credit for that. The Dolphins game was enormous. It was a great line of plus 230 if you took them to win. They did exactly what we wanted to because of special teams. I think they had a big kick return or something back in the fourth quarter or something that moved a lot of yards. I would imagine that special teams had an impact. Of course, we snuck the Skins game in there because I went. The Jets won by points and won by win percentage. This was a tough fight. I think game was 30, 28, 21. I think I have the score wrong in here. It wasn't 28-0. I think it was 28-21. So let's fix that. Steelers, I think this was 28-21. And in the pick history, I believe this was Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Cincinnati put up, I believe, 21. So we'll fix that. Just amazing day by point predictions. We're going to keep that going and obviously move it in. You can see the value of the file as we move in to week 7, and we'll be continuing with these point predictions and our estimates. So as for tonight, go with, it thinks that the Packers are going to cover, but on Monday night games, there could be points. I would just say take them to win at -410. It's also kind of looking like an over in this game too, so keep that in mind. Let's talk about hockey. Guess what else is going on with hockey? How's our hockey going? How's our bankroll going? 2 days in, we're up 20%. We're up 3.43 units. First day, we went 8 and 6. Second day, we went 2 and 1. The only game we lost was the Carolina game where they fought hard and lost late. They didn't score as much as they want. Winnipeg's a decent team and fought them hard, but Carolina was swarming. So we're doing good. We are 12 and 5. No, that can't be right. This game, were we 8 and 5 in this game? 8 and 6. Oh, that's because we have some wins and some losses buried in there. I think we're 2 and 1 and 8 and 6. So we're 10 and 7 is what we are. You can also look at this by wins and losses. I can show you how to do this. There we go. We're 10 and 7. Awesome stuff, right? So today's games. We have 4 on the schedule. Lines are still going to be updated as we go, and the goalies can change, but this is what's not necessarily confirmed, but projected. Dallas and Ottawa, picking a slight win for Dallas, probably 3-2 or maybe a 4-3 in overtime or 3-2 in overtime. Line is not good. Win percentage versus Ottawa is kind of mixed here. We don't have any ROI history on either of these teams. Probably going to stay away from this game. It's interesting that it likes Ottawa in bet score because this is close. I'm working on a K score to figure out what to bet, but you can just look at win percentage right now because that is supposed to be who wins the game. And if it matches with the projected score, then you're looking good. Montreal and Detroit thinks it's going to be a 2-1 game for Montreal. We do have a positive ROI history with Montreal. Jimmy Howard's goaltending is a little better, but they're right about even, and the lineup C score for Detroit is bad. So Montreal is probably a good pick here, even at -160. The Kings against the Leafs. It really likes the Leafs heavily here. Look for an over in this game. You can see that the season C-score for Toronto, boy, they are on fire. We have positive ROI with them at -168. That's a better pick than Montreal. So I agree that Toronto's the #1 pick here. Minnesota, Nashville likes Nashville. Thinks it's going to be a 3-1, 3-2 game. Line's kind of rough, but Minnesota, I guess, is a little off, and their lineup score and team score are low, although their goaltending is there. So that might be like a 2-1 game. Probably looking in under in this game, actually. So that's NHL for day 3. Let's keep rolling. Sprapps are on fire. May your picks be winning.